There's a question that folks should ask themselves. If they're upset that President Obama is trying to open the doors to Cuba, that President Obama would like to lift the embargo on Cuba. We do business with China, we do business with Russia, we do business with many other real communist powers. These are powers that have harmed their own populations, they've harmed populations across the globe. Cuba, I am not sure which country or the population of some external entity they've affected. It is important for us to note one thing, and this is sort of on the personal level, as a product of Latin America myself. During the days of Batista, people who looked like me were sweeping floors, washing dishes, cleaning rooms. Likely their biggest aspiration, I'm talking for the masses, of course there are always exceptions, their largest aspiration likely was being an entertainer. Celia Cruz and others. That said, which is better? Economic slavery or the reduction of some of what in America we call our inalienable rights, but the ability then to be a professional, the ability to be an engineer, doctor, lawyer, or anything you really wanted to be. Remember, folks that look like me, those jobs weren't there for them until after the revolution. So one should ask, how could a government like Castro, being as bad as we portray them to be, how can that government survive? And you can talk about it being an oppressive government and a military that keeps the people under control. But remember, in these militaries, you have sisters, brothers, cousins, and everybody else. So whenever a revolution is to occur because a particular country treats its people as badly as we would assume they are doing, that wouldn't last, especially given that we're 90 miles away. And if we had had any inkling of some mass revolution occurring, we would be there to aid them under humanitarian reasons, as a reason to get there. And forget about the treaty we signed with Russia, which says we wouldn't intervene in Cuba. We've never really followed treaties. Ask the natives. We've never lived up to treaties. So that's not an issue. We should ask ourselves many questions. What Obama is doing by opening Cuba is tantamount to Nixon opening China. Of course, there's a whole lot of a business rationale behind it, but isn't that what America has always been about?